Welcome to this session of completing the enrolment form for academic year 2019-20. Section 1. Personal details. You will need to complete the following sections. Your title. This can either be Mr., Mrs., Miss. Please pick the one that best describes you. Next, your family name, your given name, and your given name is the name that you were given at birth by your parent or guardian. Any middle names that you may have, and any previous names that you may have held, i.e. if you've been married, etc. You will also need to complete your national insurance number and your permanent home address, including your postcode. You will also need to complete how long you have lived at this address and provide a previous address if this is less than 3 years. In some cases, students may have a term time address, and if this is the case, please also complete the term time address and postcode. You will also need to complete your date of birth and your gender. Parent and Guardian section. The Parent and Guardian section is only required for learners who are 16 to 18. So if you are not in that age group, you will only need to complete the Emergency Contact section. It's imperative that learners who are 16 to 18 complete the section for Parent and Guardian, including the full name, relationship and telephone number, and email address where possible. You will also need to provide your home telephone number, if you have one, and a mobile telephone number. And you will need to provide an email address. We also request that you input your age as at the 31st of August 2019. So for instance, if you are born on the 18th of April 2003, you will be 16 at the point of enrolment. If you have ever studied at the Manchester College before, please can you indicate this by ticking yes or no. We also ask for the last school or college sixth form that you may have attended. The name of the school will be sufficient. Next section is criminal convictions. We ask all learners if they have any criminal convictions. We ask you to indicate this by ticking yes or no. If you do answer yes, we will need to have a discussion with you, but everybody will be treated fairly. And please do not worry about it if you answer yes. Next section, how you live. If you are 16 to 18, this section needs to be completed. The categories below will describe your living situation. So please can you tick the best one that describes you. The study programme section will be completed by the member of staff who will be enrolling you. So please leave this section blank. Next section is residency. This is to be completed by all students. You will need to tick the relevant section which best relates to you, and also provide your nationality. Health and additional needs. You will need to indicate whether you have a disability or not. Please read this section carefully whilst we endeavour to make reasonable adjustments in line with the 2010 Equality Act. Failure to disclose any disability or learning difficulty can result in a delay of your programme starting. If you have no formal diagnosis, you can tick this and ask for a discussion, as you may feel there is something that you want to share with the curriculum teams. Next section, ethnicity. Please indicate which category best describes your ethnic origin. You can indicate this by ticking one of the boxes below. Next section, Data Protection Act 2018 and the General Protection Regulation GDPR. This section outlines the Education and Funding Skills Agency Privacy Notice. We also would like you to indicate how you would want to be contacted in relation to further learning opportunities and surveys for research. You can indicate this by ticking one of the boxes below. Next section, Marketing and Research. The Manchester College may occasionally want to update you on courses and events which you may be interested in. We would like your consent to contact you by one or more of the following methods below. Please can you indicate this by ticking one or more of the boxes. Household situation. This section only needs to be completed by students who are aged 19 and above. Please can you read the following statements and tick the one or more which best describes your household situation. If you are not sure and require help, please ask one of the operators who will be happy to assist. Employment status. This will need to be completed for all 19+ learners. If you are a school leaver and are not on a full-time study programme but are studying part-time, you will also need to complete how many hours a week you are working. Please read the following sections below and tick the ones that are most relevant to you. If you are unemployed, again, you will need to read the unemployment statuses and tick the one that best describes your situation at present. Fee remission, Section 1. This is to be completed by students undertaking a level 1, 2 or 3 and they do not already hold one of these levels of qualification. This section will be completed whilst you are with the enrolling officer, and if you are eligible, this will be determined here. Fee remission, Section 2. For learners who are unemployed, you will need to indicate below which of the benefits you are in receipt of. For learners who are employed, again, you will need to complete this section and indicate which benefits you are in receipt of. Adult learners can be fully funded if they are earning less than the Social Mobility Commissioner's low paid threshold, which is £15,736. You will need to provide evidence of this through your pay and obviously tick the box below. Again, you will be helped at this section by one of the operators. Next section, Application for Financial Assistance. This applies again to 19+ learners only. We will complete this at the point of enrolment with each learner. Final section, Student Declaration. You are signing to say that you have read and understood the TMC privacy notice and the information you have provided is a true and accurate record. Please sign and date and pass back to the enrolling tutor. Thank you for listening to this session of completing your enrolment form.